Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we talk about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
3rd and 2, Darnold. He's got Lockett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Darnold. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Darnold on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 138 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 1st down, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down now. It's Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 4 catches, 89 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards on the dump-off at 2nd down. A look there at the defensive starters for the Colts. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
2nd and 6. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. It's Darnold. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Slam.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready? 10-2 start.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. It's caught. Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On the draw, this is Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go now. 50, plant. 56. All day, all day, all day, all day. Hey, get it. Play.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Let's go. 18, Gator. 54, Mike. Here we go, D. Here. Now.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Throwing on second down. Darnold. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got Lockett. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. Their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
50, plant. Number 53, Mike 53.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Darnold on 1st down. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On 1st down, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
60 outlaw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up 31. Out of the gun now on third down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's third down. shedding the tackle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Let's go, D, let's go.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
Easy one. It's easy.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Chubb. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. It's a party now. It's a party now. Like.
On first down, it's Darnold. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Second down and 10, Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go. Send over. Blue down. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very solid gain of 27. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 30 base. Now.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Let's go.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
Come on, set. AT Gator. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Single.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9. Darnold is complete to Lockett. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually. But over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes clock already as they come up on second down. The throw over the middle taken in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Down, 90 Wolf. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Ready, go.
Darnold on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. This is taken at the 3.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. Just over a minute 40 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
He's back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Colts, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.